Welcome to yoga. You won't need anything for your practice today. So when you're ready, meet me in child's pose. With your knees wide, arms extending out in front of you, relax your head, neck, and shoulders, and take a big inhale through your nose, out your mouth. Again, in through your nose, and relax as you breathe out through your mouth. One more time in and out. Now seal your lips and continue breathing smooth and deep in and out through your nose. But lift up slightly so you can thread your right arm underneath. Come to lie down on your right shoulder. Right temple rests down on your mat, and with your eyes gently closed, feel the tension releasing from your upper back with each deep breath. Then replace your right hand and thread your left arm underneath. Our yoga practice has a way of meeting us exactly where we are. So allow yourself to show up to your practice today exactly as you are. The thoughts, the baggage, whatever is going on right now, invite it onto your mat with you. Dethread the needle, and with your forehead still touching the mat, interlace your hands behind your lower back. Press your knuckles up to the ceiling for a chest expansion. And if it feels good, you can rock a little bit side to side, opening through your chest and shoulders. Whatever's going on in your life today, whatever's on your mind, on your heart, invite it to this practice, so that you can process as you practice. Because yoga has a way of meeting us exactly where we are. So release your hands down. Rise up into a tabletop. For a couple cat-cow spinal waves, drop your belly, lift your chin as you inhale. Round your spine, tuck your chin as you exhale, and keep it going with your breath. Feel free to add any other movement that feels good for you today. Come back to a neutral spine on your hands and knees. And lift your left heel up to the ceiling. Reach back with your right hand to grab onto your ankle. Maybe your toes, maybe your pants. When you make contact, roll your shoulder open and then reach your toes up, lifting and bowing your body open for 3, 2, 1. Slowly release and reach your arm and leg out long from each other into swimmers, as if someone's playing tug of war with your ankle and your wrist. Firm up your core to support your body in the middle. Big inhale. Exhale, tap your right elbow to your left knee underneath. You'll have to round your spine to make this happen. Inhale to reach, lengthen. Exhale to tap, round it out. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Last, reach. Then back to tabletop, and let's switch sides. Reach your right heel up to the ceiling. Reach back with your left hand and grab onto your ankle. When you make contact, make sure you roll your shoulders open, stacking your left on top of your right. Then use the strength of your leg to lift up in this pose, reaching your toes up to the ceiling. 3, breath is deep. 2, 1. Gentle release and reach your arm and leg out long for swimmers. Core is firm and supportive. Big breath in. As you breathe out, tap your elbow to knee. Round your spine. Exhale everything from your lungs. Then inhale to reach. Exhale to tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Last reach, make it strong. Then back to your tabletop. Walk your hands forward for puppy dog pose. Keep your hips above your knees as much as you can. Lower your chest and your forehead down to your mat. You'll feel a big opening through your chest and shoulders. As intense as this may be, focus on a breath that is deep and calm. And this is a good posture to remind you that it is unnatural for us to open our bodies, for us to open ourselves and to be vulnerable. Naturally, we want to cover everything up, especially when it comes to the vital organs in our chest and our torso. But when you can open yourself up and allow yourself to be vulnerable, you can experience massive growth, compassion, gratitude, happiness, and peace. From here, come forward onto your belly, setting up for a low cobra. So with your hands underneath your shoulders, elbows pointing up to the ceiling, zip your legs together behind you, press the tops of your feet down into the mat, and peel your chest up using only the muscles in your back. Try not to crane your neck. Gaze is just a few inches out in front of you so you can lengthen through all sides of your neck. Then as you breathe, you'll feel your belly bob into the mat, lifting a little higher with each inhale. 3, 2, 1. Gentle release, then press into your hands, lift up and back into your child's pose. Hips to your heels. Then find your deep breath as it travels up and down your spine, massaging the tension into relaxation. And when you're ready, come back into your downward facing dog and step your feet a little wider, about mat distance. Then reach your right hand through to grab onto your left ankle for a down dog twist. Maybe you're grabbing onto your shin or your clothing. Wherever you are, let your head hang heavy and deepen your breath as you've already put yourself in position, so no need to strain. Just breathe and rest as your body stretches in this twist. Then switch sides. Replace your right hand and reach your left arm through to grab onto your right ankle. Relax your head and shoulders. Feel your breath creating space in your upper back, through your chest, shoulders, even in your legs and hips. Return your left hand back down to the mat. Lower down onto your hands and knees into a tabletop. And for puppy dog pose, walk your hands forward as you lower your chest down, keep your hips above your knees, and rest your forehead down on the mat. This can feel really intense. Try not to let your breath tense up with it. Find calm within the chaos through a controlled, deep breath in and out through your nose. And if you want to take it one step further, interlace your hands together. Pinch your elbows into the sides of your head, and then bend at your elbows to bring your thumbs to touch the back of your neck. It's completely normal for postures like this to feel really intense. It's completely normal to feel uncomfortable when you're opening up areas of your body that are otherwise pretty vulnerable. Your torso, your chest. But the more you isolate yourself, the more isolated you're going to feel. The more you open yourself, the more compassion and love and connection that you're going to feel. You're doing great. Release your hands down, lower down to your belly, and for Sphinx pose, bring your forearms flat on your mat, elbows underneath your shoulders, palms flat out in front of you. Then with your legs straight out behind you, just lift up through your shoulders, finding even more lift and length through the crown of your head. 3, 2, 1. From here, release your hands down and slide your body forward for Belly Shavasana. Turn your head to the left so your right ear is down. Take your arms out long behind you, palms facing up. Let your feet fall open and observe the rise and fall of your back as you breathe. Take your right arm out from your side like a cactus arm, bent at the elbow, palm facing down, and bring your elbow in line with your shoulder. Then press into your left hand to roll your body onto your right side, opening up through your chest and shoulder. You can bend your left knee, placing your left foot anywhere on the mat as a kickstand. If you're already feeling pretty open, you can also lower your left hand down behind you for somewhat of a half bind. Lengthen, don't strain. Deepen your breath to create a controlled calm among the intensity that you feel in this pose. Now deepen your breath even more. For 3, even bigger exhales. 2, 1, slowly lower down and switch sides. Take your left ear down, left arm out like a cactus arm, elbow in line with your shoulder, palm flat on the ground. Press into your right hand to roll your body onto your left side, and remember you can kickstand your leg like you did on the other side. You can take that half bind wherever you are. Relax your neck, your jaw, your eyes. Focus on your breath. And the trick to a really deep breath is by focusing on the exhales. The more that you can exhale, the deeper you can inhale. It's not about sucking in more air, it's about releasing more air, more tension. So breathe even deeper for 3, 2, 1. Slow release. Come down onto your belly. Then for a floor bow, bend your knees, reach back with your hands to grab onto the outer edges of your feet. Keep your knees about hip distance. Then roll your shoulders open and use the strength of your legs to peel your chest up off your mat. Neck is in line with your spine. See if you can lift up a little bit higher. Belly is bobbing into your mat as you breathe. Gentle smile on your face. It feels good to open up, right? 3, maybe not. 2, but you're in control. 1, gentle release. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders and take your time as you press up and back into a child's pose. With each exhale, your hips soften. Your lower back relaxes. Your shoulders, neck, and jaw relax. Walk your right hand over to the right edge of your mat. Then walk your left hand over to place on top of your right. Relax into place, no straining. Just use your breath to create a little more space between your ribs and under your left shoulder. Then walk your hands back through center and find the left side of your mat with your left hand. Place your right hand on top. Relax into place and deepen your breath. In and out through your nose. Each exhale an opportunity to let go of the tension that no longer serves you. And slowly rise. Take a seat on your mat with your legs out long in front of you for a seated forward fold. With a gentle bend in your knees, reach your arms overhead, hinge forward at your hips. Take a big inhale. Exhale to fold over your legs. Feel your breath travel up and down your spine. Each exhale, an opportunity to relax, soften, and fold. Slowly rise and come to lie down on your back, setting up for a bridge pose. With your heels in close, feet and knees about hip distance apart, arms down long by your sides. Scoop your pelvis up towards the ceiling so your lower back flattens on your mat. Then press your weight down evenly through your feet as you lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Knees press forward. Observe the rise and fall of your belly as you breathe. For 3, 2, 1. Slow release, come all the way down. Bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees fall open. Take one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, and gently close your eyes as you find a sense of gratitude for coming to your mat today. Draw your navel in, pull your knees together, feet flat on your mat, and set up for a wheel. You can always take bridge instead, especially if your lower back is feeling a little achy right now. If you are moving into wheel, place your hands on your mat next to your ears, fingertips pointing towards your heels. We're going to do this in 2 stages, so move slow. The first stage is press into your hands and feet to lift up onto the crown of your head. So it's kind of like a half wheel. And then from here, with control, you will slowly begin to straighten out your arms and legs as you lift your hips up. You want to move slow and controlled as you tell your body it can trust you while you open. And while you're here, breathe calm into the chaos. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down to the crown of your head, get your bearings, and then come all the way down. And this time, pull your knees into your chest, grab onto your shins, and relax your body into full wind pose. Send your breath into your lower back. Keep your right shin pulling in and extend your left leg long down on your mat for half wind. Taking a few deep breaths deep into your tummy, feeling your belly rise and fall, maybe even grazing your thigh. To add a twist, extend your right arm straight out from your side, then pull your knee across your body. With each exhale, your body will melt and soften further into place, so no need to strain. Just breathe. Then come back to center and switch sides. Pull your left knee in and take your right leg long. Take a couple of deep breaths, low into your belly, deep into your lower back. And for your twist, extend your left arm straight out from your side, pull your right knee across your body. Breathe smooth and deep in and out through your nose. Each exhale, going a little deeper, relaxing a little further. Come back to center, pull both knees in, Give yourself one last final squeeze, and then release in Shavasana with your arms and legs out long. Your eyes gently closed. Release the need to control anything, even your breath, as this is the pose of total relaxation. This is where your body processes all that you've just done. It's completely normal for you to feel uncomfortable, even vulnerable, when opening yourself up. But don't avoid the things that are uncomfortable. It's when you step outside of your comfort zone that you grow. And in this way, when you can open yourself up, you allow yourself to experience more compassion, connection, happiness, and peace. And what we practice on our mat reflects in our lives off our mat. So you did good work today. When you're ready, roll yourself over onto one side and then press yourself up to seated. This time, place your hands on your heart, one hand over the other. This is the commonality. This is the thing that connects us all. This is the root of our Namaste. Repeat in your mind as you hear me say, may all beings everywhere be happy and free. May the thoughts, words, and actions of my own ways contribute to their happiness. Namaste.